This is Cora, and she allegedly happens to be missing. See, Cora used to be normal, but her story takes a very crazy turn. Cora is 21 years old and lives in Texas with her 1-year-old son. After a few weeks goes by, she happens to resurface online and she is now living in the woods of Scotland. But she is not alone. She happens to join a cult of two others who call themselves King Adahini and Queen Mandy. King Adahini states that he is the Messiah. The group of three calls themselves the Kubala, and locals in the area are not happy about it. Videos online of the cult starts going viral. Yes, they're crazy enough to have a social media page for their cult. Once the residents has had enough, they decide to destroy their properties. Even law enforcement stepped in and basically said, y'all need to pack and get it moving. Before all this, everyone was normal. Mandy, whose real name is Jean Gasho,
I am the mother of Shaka.
In Jean normal life, she was a blogger, writing about her life experience with her children due to her ex-husband out of nowhere just leaves. Yeah, just left. Look what the heck? Jean was also part of a church organization, and she had a fallout with one of the organization board members in the church due to an allegedly affair Jean was having with the preacher. Jean ends up exposing the ministry on her blog and then just leaves. Now this is King Adahini, also known as Kofi or Faye, and goes by Nino. In one of Jean's blog posts, she mentions that she found her new husband because he was searching for a single mother. Like what? Talk about red flags, huh? But that just happens to be something that he casually do. When Jean brought Kofi to the UK, she instantly falls in love with him and thinks he look good. Up to the point she starts calling him her Boaz. Boaz is a Bible story of an outcast woman uncared for finding her prince charming. That's how Jean saw Kofi. In her blogs, she portrayed him to be a singer, a property mogul, and has his own PR firm, portraying him to the public as this millionaire who takes care of all of her needs. It later comes out that the property he claimed to own were actually Airbnb he was subletting, and the PR firms were just really him doing work on Fiverr. But Jean didn't really care. She was in love. And allegedly, one of Jean's own children was the one who married them.
Yeah, weird, I know.
A while after, Kofi is talking to Jean and is starting to brainwash her with the idea of needing a second wife. Jean agrees. So Kofi brings in a second wife, who Jean calls the Shulamite. And at one point, Kofi had 3 wives, Jean, the Shulamite, and a third wife named Hagar. These are all biblical names between, and all of these have meaning behind it. Hagar used to be the handmaid and got demoted to a concubine due to her now knowing how to play her role. And magically, she passes away. And I really don't know much about her after this. I'm sorry. This is where Cora comes in. Cora's family have been looking for her and her child for quite some time. And now she has been